bring this up, Sean. I don't know what Ross is doing. I'm not sure he's Bosa material for like this boat because I don't really see him in front of the camera unless it's like a cutaway to just say that Katie's hot. Yeah, Katie's hot. I get it. You know, what am I missing here with Ross? He's got good hair. He's got good eyes. Probably, I mean, he's a good looking guy, but I'm not sure what's his game. What's his game level?
He's pretty forgettable guy so far. Also, I know we're jumping around here. So they go to charter ends, they go out to dinner. When they return from dinner, that hot tub is not on.
Yep.
And because of that, we do not get a hot tub party. John, Gary would never let that happen.
You know, Gary runs that thing 24/7, just in the
I
chance.
I blame Ross for this. Do you?
Absolutely.
Like this is like I know this is like an old meme or whatever. You had one job. And he swing and a miss, man.
Yeah, it's a tough look.
What do you think? So Camille and Alyssa are both in the bin. Is that what's happening?
Is Alyssa into Ben for out of spite? Is she doing like a spite flirt?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I know she knows Camille's into Ben. So if Alyssa really hates Camille, then yeah, she goes for Ben.
I think they're gonna be competitive with each other all season over Stu stuff, which is great. I love that. They're pretty dumb arguments so far.
Yep, they're not great.
Like, and here's the thing: Alyssa doesn't come off great in the arguments either. Like, you kind of have to pick your battles sometimes,
Yeah.
and are yelling at the deck stew for not putting water in the fridge. Like, who cares? Like, I know Alyssa takes her job seriously, but no, yell at Haley or somebody for that.
Yeah. Get a little insight on Alyssa this season. About like her upbringing, not the perfect upbringing. Mom was gone for a little while. So and I'm glad she's on the show. I think she's a great addition to the show, though. She might be like my who I'd want to get a drink with so far.
I will say, when she's not around Camille, she's very cool.
Yeah, she's a normal person.
Ben mentioned that too, and like she's trying to have fun also.
Yeah.
John, if you were Ben, you would pick Alyssa, I'm guessing, based on this conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I would too. I think Camille's a good looking girl, but she's too much.
Do you know she dated an SEC quarterback, Sean?
I've heard. She still loves him.
Still love, yeah. Still love him.
What a weird thing to say to a guy you're flirting with.
Well, didn't he come back and he was like, I also
think he felt like he had to.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I've gone through breakups. They sting. No, I mean, he had something about like a former girlfriend that went down the wrong path, drugs, alcohol, yada yada.
Yeah,
we've all seen people do that. It's unfortunate. But it was interesting how they both kind of said that they were like running away. So he was kind of running away from that, and he said he hadn't been home since. And then Camille said she ran away because he cheated on her, which man, if a guy cheats on you, you just got to leave the country is what I learned about this, right?
Apparently that's everyone on Below Deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of wild. All these girls, and I'm sure a lot of guys too. Like, I was broken up with, so I went to the ocean, and I see my family once every 4 years.
Yeah. What about that guy who's just bad at breakups? So he's like, I got to go into yachting because I don't know how to break up with somebody.
Oh, I'm sure that's been a guy.
No, we'll still be together. We'll figure it out, Yeah.
And then they just let it end because they never have a reception. Yeah.
Sorry, charter.
This is 100% a guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I did want to say one more thing though. So the charter guests asked for like a strip show, which honestly, these these charter guests, I don't know if they asked for everything, but pretty much everybody gave them stuff. So like Katie's in like a bunny outfit, Ben stripping, Tony stripping. I think Ross had a shirt off. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's
Camille had an outfit on.
yeah. I mean, the other thing is like Ben like literally woke up Tony who was sleeping because he had like anchor watch and was like, "Hey man, we got to go dance for the guest." It's like Ben, don't do that. Tony has anchor watch. Just tell like the guests will understand if they're like, no, he's sleeping. Like, I
Yeah,
think that was a bad move.
it was, but they really wanted Tony.
I get
So
it. We all want Tony.
here's the thing. Tony's not flirting with the girls. And so they're fighting over Ben.
Yeah.
But because Tony doesn't see like a connection with any of the girls yet. I want to get Tony more in the mix with the girls.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Ben's a nice guy, but he's not Tony as
That's
far
true.
as a
He's
TV star. So I think Tony could start knocking Ben out of the water
yeah. No,
when it comes to the girls.
yes, I think Tony could
Because the guys
Tony
love
could
him.
clean up. Yeah,
Like,
Tony could clean up. The guys want to be him. The girls want to be with him.
and these guys want to be with him too. So
exactly. Yeah. Right. So all hands on deck here.
I guess oh Jen, one more thing. A few Captain Lee things. They get his shirt wrong, and his legs are numb at the end of the episode.
It's not good, man.
That's tough.
At one point, is it just like a hazard to have a captain that like can't move? Like, I don't like listen, I know he's got like a first officer and he's got other people, but like, is there like we all love Captain Lee, but like, is there like an insurance risk that they'd be like, yeah, you can't have a captain that like can't get around?
So I hate to bring this up. He doesn't dock this episode.
Right.
Would a fully healthy Captain Lee have tried to dock?
Probably. I mean, I actually did know it was an option and not dock.
Sandy would have been like, "Oh, this is really windy," and then made a big deal about her docking
Yeah.
and like made sure everyone was watching and stuff. Look, it was probably the right move, and I'm not gonna like go back and find out how many knots of wind it takes for someone to not dock. But like, I don't know. I'm sure Captain Lee wanted like an easy season. The guy, he's in a lot of pain. This is a really big boat,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It was just like a hard first charter. It was really windy, and now he wakes up. Oh, his laundry's not correct. Like he always there's always laundry troubles on Political Legacy. Remember last year with Jessica,
Yep.
and now he wakes up and his legs are numb. I don't know.
Yeah, I know we brought it up last episode. There are rumors that this is his last season. Maybe it should be. Maybe the guy shouldn't be doing all this traveling until he gets healthy.
Sure, he's made a lot of money. Go enjoy retirement.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll miss him. Everyone will, but
yeah. Hey Sean, switching gears here. One person we didn't mention, which I'm surprised, but Haley. I do feel like Haley's kind of like misfit in this group here. Like, I don't know like who her like teammate is in this like being friends kind of thing, right? Like she's obviously like way out there, bold, but like isn't that kind of like Rachel shtick? Like,
yeah, maybe it could be Rachel.
Maybe, yeah.
Haley needs to be single.
Similar. Yeah, I feel like Haley would just wreck these guys, though.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Janet, okay, you could date any girl in this show. Who'd you pick?
Katie.
No, single you.
Katie.
Can you pick Katie?
Yeah.
I think I don't think any of these like I actually have no idea.
I mean, I could see dating all. I mean, I could see I could see why people would say any of them. I guess maybe not Camille, but like Katie seems like the most like good, like the mix between like having fun and also like getting her job done. I feel like Alyssa's a little like little too type A, like so focused on getting the job done. Katie's maybe a little bit of both. And then other than like setting a very basic table, I'm not sure what Haley or Camille's doing at this point.
I might pick Haley.
She's wild, man.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, dude, I'm not giving up on Haley yet. You're
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
that like it's a big crew and people get
Yeah.
lost,
Exactly.
but she needs to be single. She needs to break up with that boyfriend and then see what happens.
Yeah. Well, we got 6 weeks, so we'll see
Yeah,
what
Haley
happens.
and Tony.
Yeah. Oh,
I would love to see that.
Sparks. So, all right, man. Let's get into awards. Who'd you have winning the episode?
Speaking of Tony, like we don't get a whole lot from him. He on Anchor Watch he works out, which I thought someone would yell at him for, but guy is Teflon.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him, including Captain Lee. Guy lights up the screen every time he's on it. As I mentioned earlier, I'm actually sick of Ben getting all the attention from the girls. Tony needs to throw his hat in the ring. But look, I just think the charter guests loved him. I love him. I'm annoyed, or not annoyed, disappointed that we didn't get to hear him ask somebody how long they've been doing something for tonight. But I know we will in the future.
Yep.
So without it really a clear winner tonight, I just went with Tony. John, who'd you pick?
So you went with Tony because everybody loves him. I went with Camille because everybody hates her.
Yeah.
So, like, listen, she is the star of the show, but she's also like the bane of everybody's existence on Twitter, at least, and definitely some of the people on the show. So she's making it interesting. I don't know where the season would be without her. I'm not saying she's a good person. I'm not saying she's a terrible person. I don't know enough about her yet. She definitely rubs a lot of people the wrong way. She's not my cup of tea, but she's good for Below Deck.
I think she'll definitely be on next season.
I
It
don't.
will.
Here's the thing, like she's got a bad work ethic though. If you just like rub people the wrong way, but you have a good work ethic, you tend to like stay on. But she stinks at her job. So like I don't think
You
it's
think she'll
gonna
be?
work.
She would be so in danger of getting fired that. Yeah, they do like to keep it like somewhat realistic, or like they do keep it realistic, where it's like, no, if like the captain doesn't like you, then you don't come back.
Yeah, and
That
like
is very accurate. You're right.
yeah, so like I think she's a one and done, but might be a hell of a ride. So
A memorable when I'm done. Okay.
exactly. Who'd you have losing?
I kind of mentioned this earlier, but Ross, I personally blame him for that hot tub not being ready. Cause like that fun dinner, there's some big flirting going on there. Get out to the boat, the girls are into it. Also, not only is the hot tub not ready, Ross tells Kitty, like, hey, we have to be on deck early. He's trying to make sure no one has fun.
Yeah.
Like, what is this guy doing? And so never mind any of that. I forget he's on the show most of the time. Like I forget he's there. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not lost in him yet. Like he's gonna hook up with Kitty soon. That'll be interesting. But week first 2 episodes.
I actually also had Ross losing. He's the anti-Gary. Okay. He's not setting up the pool. He's not setting up the hot tub like you mentioned. But also, like, so I've seen in previous seasons, and I think it was like Below Deck Med like 2 seasons ago, there was just like no like guy that the girls were attracted to, but they all had like great personalities. Like, I feel like Ross could really make things interesting with a more like robust personality. Like he could kind of like move in on whatever Ben's working on, or if Tony ever gets a spark with anybody. Like I do feel like Ross has all the capabilities. He just doesn't have the personality to be that like alpha bosun that we typically like, or that like alpha guy that we really like trying to, kind of, you know, hook up with people. I mean, Ross has said he likes Katie, but what's he really done about it? I didn't see like one conversation they really had except like when they're on deck and maybe like a small one at dinner.
We need more guy moving in on another guy.
Yeah.
But like Gary did that with Ashley. Remember,
Yeah.
because Tom liked Ashley and Gary was moving. Oh man, selling out so good. But I was just thinking like that never happens. I'm like, no, it did. Literally
Yep.
just past Politic selling out season.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I will say crew overall though, we kind of mentioned this last week. Very hot, also kind of dumb. Like
Yep.
I don't think Ben's like a genius.
No.
I don't think Ross is either. It's like a lot of like hot dumb people. I kind of wish we had more. Or I wish we had them in the hot tub. I want to see
Yeah.
where that party went, but we still got a lot of season ahead of us, so we'll see. I
I
think there's gonna be
I'm
some.
optimistic. I'm like,
Everyone's horny, so that's good.
yeah, no, I think this could be a good one. I gotta figure out how the pieces fit. I don't know how Haley fits. Ross really needs to show me a little bit more. Like I'm not sure. Usually I can kind of feel out how like the season's gonna go even early on. But right now, all I know is that like Alyssa and Camille are totally gonna clash the whole season. Ross likes somebody, but I don't know what he's gonna do about it. Like, I just don't know.
I'm not sure. Like, how does Frazier fit in?
We didn't talk about him once.
I know he's a little. It seems like he's not like very not very confrontational.
Well, he's not confrontational, but I also like I guess he's somewhere else where like I don't really know where he fits in. Kind of gives me the same thing as like Haley. Like I don't know where they
Yeah,
fit in. Like who's their person that like last year it was Frazier and like the Chiefs do. And they like got along like gangbusters, so there was a lot of scenes of them together. But like right now, I don't think
or Frazier and Jake too.
Frazier and
Later on the
Jake,
season,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but like now, like I mean, I get it. He said like the yachting industry's hard because like he's, um, like being out is like he doesn't have a lot of opportunity to like hook up with a lot of people on boats, things like that.
Yeah.
And he's mentioned that. So um I I was shocked that we've completely blanked on him this episode, but that's really because he didn't really do anything. It's not his fault. I just like didn't really see him in the episode.
Yeah. Maybe Haley and Frazier can become close friends. They had a nice conversation.
Yeah.
It was just about how hot Haley thinks she is.
Yeah, which she is. So yeah, like
Yes,
I
yeah.
get it.
Good
Yeah.
for her.
So all right, man. Off to season 3 next week. We didn't double up this week because we finally got Below Deck Med out of the way. So back to our regular schedule. We'll be out every Monday night, Tuesday morning, and hopefully you can enjoy us on your Tuesday morning commutes.
Everyone, guys, yeah, thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. John, see you next week. Bon voyage.